Hi, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sean Hobby, and today we're going to be talking about the signs of bullying. And this is so important because if you can recognize the signs, this is one of the major keys to prevent or stop bullying. Now, I know there's some parents out there who truly believe that their children are going to tell them everything that happens to them. But you're going to be sadly mistaken when you find out that they're not. And in another video, I gave maybe 4 or 5 reasons why your child may be or will be reluctant to tell you that they are experiencing bullying. So, this is why it's so important and why this video is going to be very important to you so that you can recognize the signs of bullying. Now, this goes on not just for parents, this can go on for school teachers, relatives, whoever's involved in your child's life. They can look for these signs of bullying, right? Because bullying can go on anywhere. You can have bullying is not just in the schoolyard. Bullying can also be done at home. So some parents bully their children, okay? Or if you put your child in different activities, the person who is the authority there could be bullying them, or it could be a child that attends that activity. Bullying goes all over the place, okay? So bullying is a very serious topic, and we need everybody to get involved in bullying. Bullying is not just for the child who is being bullied; it's also for the child who is the bully, because they both need they both need help. Okay, so let's get on to recognizing the signs of bullying. So the first sign that you can look out for is physical changes. Okay, so the child may have physical injuries or bruises or other signs of bodily harm, right? They may also become more hesitant to participate in physical activities or attend school. Okay, so those are the signs that your child or a child is has is being bullied. Okay. Now I remember when I was going to a primary school, one of my buddies, we were having some fun, on this particular day, and then he went home, and then when he came back, he had a black eye, and I was like, "What?" I said, so I didn't say anything to him, but I was wondering, like, well, how did he get this black eye? Like he was fighting after school, so that was a sign that something was going on in his life. So maybe he got into a fight after school, or who knows. Okay. So I was able to recognize that something had changed with my mate. Okay. Now also, this particular guy, he was always fighting in school, you know. So again, what you find is that the children who are victims of violence also become violent themselves, because that's how they that's how they fight back. That's how they prove, I'm tough. So I'm gonna show you I know how to fight. And what I found is these guys, I mean, as they get older, they start to realize that that was probably not the best way to go about life. But they didn't know that at the time, because that was a part of their culture. That was a part of what that was a part of what was normal to them. And what I find, a lot of those guys that did things like that, they were always fighting in school and so forth, they didn't reach their highest levels of achievement because they had so much stuff going on inside of them, right? And because of what they were going through, it made them feel small. So because they felt small on the inside, they created small things on the outside. So a lot of these guys got caught up in substance abuse and so forth, and their lives got ruined because of all of the trauma and stuff that they went through when they were kids. So you can see that bullying and the effects of bullying is very profound, and we need to really take a serious look at this, because this stuff goes on in families, it goes on everywhere. All right. Now, Speaking about the effects of it, is another way you can recognize the signs of bullying is emotional changes in your child, or you see emotional changes in a child. So again, this is good for teachers who, where the children are coming to school. You can now start to take a look at what's going on with, with the child, if they have physical bruises, or if you see emotional changes that are different from the day before, or you see changes happening over the time, or emotional changes in them, right? So this is where the child may experience changes in mood or behavior, such as sadness. Sadness is so important because you're going to be sad is because who's happy when somebody's bullying you? Somebody, maybe it's physical bullying, maybe it's verbal bullying, maybe it's relational bullying, where they're in relational bullying, where they're trying, where the person is being ostracized because maybe someone is jealous of them, or maybe because or maybe you're trying to get into a group, a popular group, and then they don't want you in the group because you don't fit in. It make you feel like something wrong with you, you know. So that's why you be sad, or you have anxiety where you're worrying about, okay, if I go to school tomorrow or whatever, is somebody going to tease me again? Is somebody going to make fun of me again? Is somebody going to ostracize me again? All this stuff. So all this stuff creates low self-esteem. So when you see someone has low self-esteem, it's possible that it could be from bullying. They may also seem more withdrawn, or less confident. Okay, so what you're going to find, gang, is that people who have been bullied have low self-esteem, right? And the people who are doing the bullying have low self-esteem too. They both have the same problem. And the reason why the bully has is doing the bullying activity, right, or acts, is because they have low self-esteem and they're bullying someone to raise their self-esteem, because someone somewhere else is lowering their self-esteem because they're being bullied. It's because they're being bullied. So that's why they come to school and bully your child, because they want to lower your child's self-esteem because their self-esteem is low. Another thing is just changes in behavior. Okay, so one was changes in emotional changes. Now we got changes in behavior. So your child may start to avoid certain situations, okay, or people, right, and may seem less confident or more withdrawn. May not want to do certain things, right? You might say, well, you might, as a parent, you might say, well, why you stop? Why do you want to stop doing this activity? And they might not tell you why. They might say, well, I don't feel like it no more. I think it's boring. It's not really exciting, and I don't think I really need to do it. You know what I mean? Because there's somebody in that activity, possibly, that's bullying them, and they don't want to go back, right? Because remember, they could be embarrassed, right? Or they just they don't want nobody laughing at them. People don't like people. Do you like people laughing at you? Okay. Do you like people teasing you? Okay. So again, parents, the parents that will get a true value, or the person who's looking at this video will get a true value out of this, is because you know what your past experiences have been. You know the negative experiences. You know that, let's say for instance, you were bullied in school, or maybe you were a bully. And now when you look back at your past and you say, you know what, I didn't like the person that I was being. Like, maybe I didn't like that I was bullying people. I was destroying people's lives. I was destroying people's um, self-esteem, and I was destroying their confidence by calling them names, by pushing them around and telling them, if you do something, I'm gonna hit you, and all of that stuff, right? They now look back at that. Now they have their own children. Now today they have. I don't know if I want my children to go through that, or I don't want my children to experience what I've been through. Maybe that's what's changed you as a parent. You may not want to do the things that your parents done. Maybe you like some of the things your parents did, and then some things you didn't like. So now you want to be better for your children. So now you're looking out for them. And now you can see that by you listening to these videos, and learning how you can educate and make and spread the awareness through the community, how our children in our community will be better in the future. So it's so important that we now start to have empathy, and get back to loving one another, which is so important, and not victimizing people and being and having this bullying going across the country, because it's going to destroy it. Bullying will destroy your community. And the last thing is cyberbullying, right? And so cyberbullying, this is how you know that there's bullying going on online. And you're going to find that this is going to happen more often now because, like we said in another previous video, a person can create a fake account and they can impersonate someone and then spread rumors about this person online, and or they can be sending pictures online that is that the person may not want online, and it's embarrassing them. So it's destroying their image, their self image. Okay, so one way that you can tell that one of the signs is that the child or the victim is spending more and more time online, right? You're starting to see that their online activities is picking up, right? And that also they're becoming more secretive about their online activities. You might ask them, "What's going on?" And it's nothing going on, nothing going on, nothing going on, right? And the reason why they're doing that is because they're trying to solve the problem on their own, and they are probably too embarrassed or to let you know that, hey, you know what, I'm being bullied, and I don't want you to know about it because it's gonna make me look bad in your eyes, okay? Or expressing fear about going online. Like, I mean, they may not even want to go online anymore. So now they're like, oh, how come you're not going online? I ain't going online. I'm not going online, because they don't want this person, or they don't want to see the things that they're going to see if they go online. Okay. So, hey, gang. So that is the signs, all right, of how you can tell if your child or another child is being bullied, right? Again, most children are not going to tell an adult or a parent or a school teacher that they are being bullied because of they have different reasons, which I explained in another video. So you just I'm gonna look through my in the other videos. I think that one was I think that one was signs, or why your child won't why your child will be reluctant to tell you that they're being bullied. I think it's one of the titles of the video. So go take a look at that, and that would explain to you why your child will probably more than likely not tell you. Okay, so that's why it's so important for you to now take this video and look for the signs that your child may be being bullied, so that now you can intervene and get involved, and then have a good conversation with your child, and show empathy so that we can help solve bullying. Now, remember, in closing, the biggest thing to help our children to overcome bullying, if they have been a victim of bullying, is to focus on changing their perceptions. They need to realize that the reason why they're being bullied is not because there's something wrong with them, right? Because that's what's going to lower their self-esteem and their confidence. They need to understand that nothing can exist one-sided. So therefore, the reason why the bully is behaving that way is because there's something that's going on in the bully's world that's making him or her behave that way. Okay. And to be honest with you, there's nothing that we can do about that, because you have no control over the bully's environment or what's going on there. But at least we can have some empathy and say that, and we're not looking at it to solve it by getting even with the bully, but we can say that, okay, now I see why the bully is behaving the way the bully is behaving. Okay. And then instead of me trying to solve it with violence all the time, now I can try to solve it with other ways, okay, that I can solve it. And one of the ways could be walking away, okay, or one of the ways could be ignoring the bully, okay. So those are just some ways of how you can handle bullying without getting into a fight, okay. So hey, gang, if this video was it was a good video for you and you enjoyed it, and it was helpful, and it gave you some signs on how you can help your child or you can help somebody else's child, remember to like the video, subscribe, and share the video across the planet. Let everybody know about this so we can stop bullying and get back to love and inclusion. Okay, and I will see you on the next video.